Hey guys, so I just filmed this video only to realize that I never recorded it. So as you can tell, I've been crying because this emotional story is so much for me. So the story is about a girl named McKenna. McKenna was my best friend growing up. We were friends for years, and when we were 8, she became more than a friend. We called each other girlfriends, and we said like we were gonna get married one day, blah 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 blah, but we didn't really understand the whole concept of dating or any of that, so it was like the little kid relationship where you held hands in the playground. But we were together actually 4 years. That's how long we lasted. And it was actually the first relationship I was truly ever in, and it's actually the relationship in a lot of videos I say, yeah, I'll talk about that relationship later on, I'm not ready right now, I'll talk about it later on. But I just felt so compelled to make this video today, I just had to. It is March 26th, which is mine and McKenna's anniversary. So, about 4 years after we were dating, it was 2012. Not 2012, sorry, we were 12. It was 2014. She was 12 at the time. I had just turned 12 just a few days prior when I got some news. We were talking, and she told me she had cancer. She had just found out the day before. She found out on February 21st, and I was told February 22nd. So, she had cancer, and she had 8 months to live. They gave her 8 months. She had stage 4 brain cancer. She'd had no chance to live. And she was on chemo radiation to try and slow it, but she was going to die. There was no chance she was going to live. And I remember that day, I broke down. I didn't stop crying for days and days and days. I'm not going to edit this video because I want you guys to feel the emotion behind it, and hoping that this will help somebody going through the same thing I am, and how difficult this is for me. Honestly, I don't even know if I'm going to post this video because it's just so hard. I even got McKenna's family's permission to film this video. So, I was with her in her hospital room every day. Every day. I was there from 6 a.m. till 8, and then I left for school, and I came back at 2 p.m. because that's after my school ended. So at 2 p.m. I would go back to that hospital room, and I was there till 9, and then I had to leave because visiting hours were over. So I was there every day. All the time I could, I was there. I had no other personal life except for McKenna, because McKenna was my everything. We dated 4 years, and I genuinely loved her. Honestly, I do say McKenna ruined me for other people. I have so many issues connecting with other people because of what happened to her. I connected with McKenna, and she died. McKenna lived 9 months. She was given 8 months, but she was able to survive 1 more. She died a month before her birthday. A month and 2 days later, she would have been 13. But she was only 12. She died October 10th, 2014. That was almost 3 years ago. Her birthday was November 12th, 2014, and she would have been 13 at that point. McKenna was everything to me. I always say she ruined me for other people. I do not trust easily, because I trust and I fall for people and I get heartbroken, and I don't want this to happen again. I have connected with someone before and they left, or they just completely ended things with me and it never turned out okay. But with McKenna, she died. It's so hard for me to say that because I don't like to believe it was true, but she died. I went to therapy for a very, very long time, and I discussed this with him, and every time I do, I just cry, and that's why I'm crying, because this is the 2nd time I've had to film this video. But, he had me practice looking in a mirror and saying, she's gone, she's dead, and there's nothing I can do about it, it had nothing to do with me, she's just gone. And just had me practicing all of that because I couldn't and I did not want to believe it. I wanted to go home and see McKenna waiting on my front porch for me, as she did every day, because we went to the same school, but but she always got home earlier because she got picked up by her mom and I rode the bus. So she would be waiting there on the porch, and we would walk over to her house and we'd just hang out all day until my parents are screaming for me to come home. McKenna was my everything for such a long time. And after she died, it broke me. I did not want to do anything. I didn't. But I like to look at McKenna as an inspiration. She went through so many things. God gave her a shitty deal of cards, okay? Her dad died when she was 2. Her older sister died when she was 2. Her other sister had cancer, but she survived, luckily. After her dad died, her mom had a miscarriage because of all the stress of her daughter dying just a few days later. So McKenna lost her sister, her dad, her little brother, and her mom did everything she could to try and keep her family together. And then McKenna died. She had 3 sisters and 1 brother. So it was her dad, then her sister Clara. Her dad died in a car accident, and her sister died because she killed herself. After Clara died, everything was okay, and then her sister Lexi got cancer. It wasn't serious, it was stage 1, they caught it early, and she lived. But because of all the stress of her dad dying, then her sister dying, her mom had a miscarriage of their child, their little boy. She was, I think, 6 months along. But after she lost the baby, she did everything she could to keep her family together, to keep them calm, to keep them strong. And I admire McKenna for doing all of this and living through this, because she got such a shitty deal of cards. She had cancer as a baby and then got it again when she was 12. She lost her dad, her sister, and almost lost her other sister, and her baby brother died because miscarriage. So I guess it wouldn't necessarily be died, he was miscarried. And she got such a shitty deal of cards, but she didn't let it break her. She didn't. She stayed strong. She fought through everything and said that it's all going to work out in the end, and it's all going to be worth all this pain. And then she died. I don't know how she could just keep that and maintain that hopefulness, knowing she's going to die. I look back at her now and I admire her. She went through so much, but she got so much out of it. She tried so hard, and her mom to this day is so amazing. Lexi, her mom, is amazing. I call her every day because I talk to her all the time. This will be the first year I don't visit McKenna's grave. I visit McKenna's grave on her birthday, the day she died, and our anniversary, and then my birthday. I visit her all 4 of those days every year, and then whenever I could get away, I visit her. This is going to be the first year that I don't visit her for her birthday, or anniversary, or any of that. Because I need to be able to move on. I'm in a new relationship now. I'm happy. We've been together almost a year. And I love him. And I need to move on from looking at the past of her. Everything I look at, I see her. I see the stuffed animals that I had and she used to love to cuddle with and borrow from me all the time. The stuffed animals she gave me. I see everything with her. I can't look around a corner without thinking I see McKenna again. I need to move on, so I'm trying to film this video to get my story out there. I've talked to her family, they've proved this. I needed it to be able to get out there and to show someone, because maybe this could help someone who's going through the same pain I'm going through. Maybe someone can connect with me. And if any of you need to talk to someone about any of this, all of my links are in the comments down below. All of my links of all my social media, my business email, feel free to do that. I answer all of my YouTube comments and all of my messages. So please talk to me if you need help, okay? I really want this video to help somebody out there. if you're dealing with cancer, if your friend has cancer, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your best friend, your mom, your dad, your cousin, your grandparents, your friend's grandparents, just if you need somebody, please talk to me. I lost McKenna, and I lost a part of myself that day. Ever since, I have been cynical, I've been pessimistic. She kept me optimistic about things. Anytime, she always made sure I felt like there was something better out there and that it's all going to be worth all this. She kept me optimistic. I'm sorry, someone's knocking on my door. She's the one that kept me happy. And ever since she died, I've been broken. There's no one. I really hope this story helps somebody. I really do. Is there anything else I want to say? I love you all so much. If I remember anything else that I want to talk about, I'll put it in the, I'll maybe make a second video, but this is going to be it for now. I love you all so much. Thank you for being a part of everything in my life. I love you all so much. I love you. Just know that. I love you. And thank you for watching and listening to me rant and go off on different tangents and just not know what to say because I did not plan this video. Trust me, the last thing I wanted to do was cry on camera. Oh, there is something else I wanted to say. There are these bracelets that McKenna got from a friend of hers named Lenny. Lenny got them, then McKenna got them. And then McKenna wanted me to pass them on one day when I felt like someone really needed them. One was for love, one was for hope, one was for wisdom, and one was for strength. She gave them to me before she died because she thought I needed it, because she knew I was going to lose her, and she didn't want me to feel like I was ever alone. She gave me a necklace and she gave me those 4 bracelets, and she told me that one day, I'll know when, I need to pass those bracelets on. And I did. Today is when I passed them on to one of my friends. She really needed it, and I passed them on to her. And it felt good because I fulfilled everything McKenna wanted me to do. She had a few dying wishes for me, and I fulfilled all of them. She wanted me to move on. This is how I'm doing that. She wanted me to pass on those bracelets. I've already done that. She wants me to be in a new relationship and be happy again. I'm trying. I'm in a new relationship. I'm trying to be happy, but it's going to be something that I'm going to have to work at. I will never be okay. My one person in this world that I loved, that I really needed, died. And a part of me died with her. That's all I have to say. She died, and a part of me went with. I love you all so much. Thank you. Bye-bye.